YouTube, welcome to a new video. I'm Philip Jacob and you're watching Metal Beings. On today's video, I'm going to show you the new iDrive 7, all the features available in it, and also on how to use it. So let's go through the video. So the car we are checking, the iDrive, is on the BMW X3, the 2020 model. And this is a touchscreen system what you get, and you also get the controller through which you can do it just by using these buttons and the dial. So that is over here. You also get a touchpad, which again I'll show you on how to using them. So this is a welcome screen and you get this name over here. You can set any name over there. So let's go to the main menu. So this is the main screen. Alright, so on the left hand side you get all the main menus. You get the media, communication, navigation, car details and apps. And on the middle of the screen you have widgets. So these widgets are completely running widgets. So what it can do is that once you set something on it, it keeps giving you the live information. For example, right now you have the navigation over here, you have the communication. So it just doesn't show the communication, it shows you what's happening inside also. And you can have multiple pages in the same way. Usually these menus were set up in the iDrive 6 as 6 tiles, but now it is gone to the corner and you have live widgets running on them. And apart from that, if you swipe from above, you also get another small display wherein the recent usages will be shown over here. So for faster access of certain features, you can just swipe down and get that function also. So now let's go in detail. Okay, first let's go through the widgets. So these widgets, what you see right now, you have 3 widgets. On one screen, you can have 4 widgets on the whole. How can you add it? You just need to continuously click on one and you have the add page, delete page and one more over here. All you need to do is resize this so that becomes smaller. I can add another widget over here. It could be anything from the options what I get over here. Let's say I need a sports display. I click on the sports display and I give done. So as you can notice, now the navigation screen has become smaller. I get the sports display. So when I'm saying about the widgets, you can see. So that keeps running live for you. And again, you have the media, you have the communication, like that. So totally I have three screens right now. And let's say I want to have more screens. Let's say I want to have more widgets. All I need to do is just have a hold and I just give add page. So let's just give an add page. So now I have a new add page and I have space for 2 widgets. So the minimum you can have in one page is 2 widgets and the maximum you can have is 4 widgets. And it's the same way. You just click on the plus, you add which option you want to use, you give map view, you give accept, and it's just simple as that. So majorly what you can do is just the most useful things what person to person it may differ. So depending on your usage, you can have your running widgets so that you need not go into the menu to find anything you want. So now let's check out the main menu, and first we have the media. So I'm using the controller over here on the center console. On media, you get all the available media connections you have. You have radio. Music collection is actually 20 GB of internal memory in your car. So you can import music by using a USB and you can save the songs inside your car itself. And then you have Bluetooth audio, you have screen mirroring option, and you also have the mobile devices option wherein you can add mobile devices into the car, and personalized menu. So in personalized menu is just the settings wherein you can add or remove some options which you don't want. And you'll be able to notice that USB is not mentioned. Only when you add a USB, it's only then it will be shown on the screen. Let's say you also have a CD drive over here, but it is not mentioned on the screen. So once you put in a CD, It's only then it'll be shown on the display. So let's go back. The next option in the main menu is communication. So let's say when you're going into communication, you have contacts, telephone, mobile devices, and again personalized menu. So once you normally connect just by Bluetooth, you transfer all your contacts to the card so that it is easily available in your card's memory itself. And at the same time, the card is also equipped with wireless Apple CarPlay. So by connecting it through Apple CarPlay, you get the CarPlay screen, and that also helps wherein you can just activate your Hey Siri option so that you can do it all just by giving commands through your voice. And this is also a place wherein you can connect mobile devices. So all you need to do is you come in here, you go to new device, add a new device, and then just go according to the suggestions which is given by the system, and you will be good to go. And again, then we come to navigation. So navigation in India is not connected, which you have to know. So it is a preloaded map. So you will not get the live traffic information as such in this map. In that case, you can always use your Apple CarPlay, wherein you can completely mirror your Google Maps so that you have the live map on them. But this is also helpful. This is also a 3D map in which you can go to the major states, and it is also updated. So most of the major places in major cities will be uploaded in that, so you wouldn't find any mistake or problem in finding an address. But it's just that you don't get the live traffic information. So over here you have various options. You have the set home address. In case you park your car in your home, all you need to do is go to set home address and it'll save your home address. So let's say you go anywhere, you just go back, click on set home address, and you have the navigation guidance to your home address. And you also can do the same thing on points of interest. It could be your office, your relative's house, anything as such. And then there is address input. So in address input, you can see that is India, city, postcode, street. Over here, the touchpad comes handy. So this touchpad over here, I can write in alphabets and numbers, and it would take in the details, which I will show you right now. So let's say I'm just going to write over here Bangalore. So I click on that, I get the screen, and I start writing on my pad. So let's say I write B. Alright. You'll notice that the car just found that and wrote it on the screen. And I can keep writing A, N, and in case you make a mistake, you can always just swipe left and it would delete. I'll show that to you again. I can just swipe left. Delete. So it's pretty useful for you. On the drive, you can just watch outside your windshield and still enter in data on your navigation. And again, you have contacts wherein you save your destinations and it will be in your contacts. And also you get the GPS coordinates. The next one is car. So car is something very important. This is the place where you have the complete settings of your car. So the first option what you get is driving information. On driving information, the first thing I get is journey data, sports display, driving style analysis. This being a SAV, you get the X view, and then you also get the energy flow. On journey data, you get your complete average of what you've been driving and how economical you've been driving, on which mode you're driving. All that information is shown for you. And on sports display, I get the number of kilowatt I'm using, the power and torque, everything as such. So if I give my accelerator, you'll be able to notice that it shows me the live input. And drive style analysis, this can be shown only when the vehicle is on movement. So it shows how my driving style is. and also it should be on the Eco Pro mode. So it shows you what is my driving style analysis, how I'm driving, am I being responsible, everything as such. And apart from that, I have the X view. So let's say you have a little bit of off-roading going on. You click on the X view, you get the direction of your travel, you get the altitude you are in, and you also get the pitch and what angle your car is. All that information is also shown on your car screen. And also you can notice, this being an iDrive 7, it shows the car image of exactly the color of the car you own. So this is a blue car, and you can see the same blue car also on the display. And then finally the energy flow. So the energy flow is again a graphical representation which shows you what is running right now. So right now it's only the engine. The minute I engage drive, you'll be able to notice once the vehicle starts moving, you can see that it is showing me that it is transferring the power. So I just had to move it a little bit. All right, and we come back. Then you have is the vehicle status. So in vehicle status, you get the complete information on how healthy your car is. So first thing, you have the tire pressure monitor. You get into it, you get the indication on how much pressure is available in each tire, and it shows you in green. In case it goes yellow or red, it means that it is losing pressure. You will be notified for that. You also get your engine oil level, if it is all right or does it need a replacement. Everything is shown. Check control messages. So this is a place where it shows you in case if the car has any fault in the car, it will be shown in this window. Once I open check control messages, you can see there is no faults in this car, but in case if you have any, this is the place you need to check. And finally, you have service requirements, in which you get to know your service history of the vehicle and also the approximate time where you need to service your vehicle. So you get all the information over here, so you can check your car all by yourself just by looking into the system. And then you have the settings. In settings, there are many settings. Most of them are preloaded for you. In general settings, you have the date, language, units, touchpad, everything as such. So these are the minor ones. So everything is preloaded. For example, like kilometers, if you want to change it to miles, you can do it over there. And then you have the driving mode. In this, you can individually change the way the car should react for you. So you can change Sport and Eco Pro mode individually. So let's say you go to Sport mode, you want the suspension dampening in Sport, steering in Sport, engine in Sport, and transmission in Sport. And the same way, if you want Eco Pro individual, you want a notification at 130 kilometers per hour speed, you want the climate control, the Eco Pro light and sight, how you want the damping, steering, etc. So this is also completely individually assignable by yourself. And then you have the exterior lighting. So this one touch turn signal, that is for your indicator. So if you want to have it 3 times or just 1 time, depending on your usage, you can change it. You want to have the daytime running lights on or off, you can switch it on or switch it off by clicking on this. Right or left hand traffic. So we are on the left hand traffic, so it is by their default, and you can't change it to the right hand traffic because we are in India and we have the left hand traffic. And then you also get the exterior lightings for welcome and goodbye, welcome light carpet, and home lights for 20 seconds. So what is welcome and goodbye? Once you lock and unlock the car welcomes you or says goodbye to you by switching on its headlights and the daytime driving lights. And the same way you get the welcome light carpet, which is the light which is shown on the side of the car, which guides you to the driver door. And then the home lights is again, it would be switching on for 20 seconds and it would switch off by itself. And then you have driving assistance, which is parking and maneuver. If you get into that, you will see automatic PDC activation. So let's say you are in a very closed space and once you want to be notified if anything is coming very close to you. you switch on automatic PTC activation. So once any vehicle or you're near any pillar or wall very close to the vehicle, you get indicated immediately. But this could be a menace if you are in a place like Bangalore, wherein if you're in traffic, there are bikes and cycles weaving near you. In that time, it could be annoying. So it depends upon your usage. You can switch it on or switch it off accordingly. And then you have active PDC emergency intervention. So what is that? It is the emergency brake intervention in certain parking situations. So let's say you are reversing the car and you did not notice something when you are reversing, and if the car notices it's coming very close to the car and you are not intervening and braking the car, what happens is that the car brakes by itself, and this is only when you reverse. So you can activate it or deactivate it by clicking on that box. And then you have park assist. So park assist, again, you have the explanation out there itself. So this car is equipped with parking assistant, wherein the car can park by itself. So let's say when you're activating this system, this option is to say you that there is a parking space. It'll alert you if the car finds a parking space when you're driving across a parking spot. And then finally you have the volume, in which you want to increase or decrease the parking sensors sound. And then we come back, and then you have displays. So in displays you have the instrument cluster, which is this main instrument cluster, and then this is called as the control display. So in the instrument cluster, what do I want in the center display area? So the center display area is just between these two gauges over here. So this is the center display area, and you can set what you want. You want to have the converted speed, the additional information, or you want it in the reduced mode. You can set it over here. And then on the control display, you have the option of having the brightness adjustment, and then you also have the driving mode view, which you can select if you need it to change, or if you want it to be stagnant in just one display, you can change it by coming into this menu. And then you have doors, vehicle access. Once I go into that, so this is majorly for your doors and tailgate, and you can check what all options you need and don't need. So lock automatically is when the doors automatically lock after a brief time when no doors are opened or used. And then you have lock after pulling away. So once your vehicle starts moving, let's say approximately around 30 kilometers per hour speed, the doors automatically lock. Unlock at end of journey. So once you stop your car and you press on the start stop button, automatically the doors will unlock for you. And then you have switch off after door opening. In this case, let's say you are still in the car, and when the driver switches on, when the driver opens the door, the engine shuts off. So that is one option which you can choose over here. And then you have the flash for lock and unlock. So that is the flashing of the indicators. Fold mirrors in when locked. So using your key when you're locking the car, this option will also fold the mirrors. And then you have the automatic roof closing also. So let's say if the vehicle is parked and if it is in the till position when it rains or after 6 hours, it'll automatically close. And then we come back, and then you have interior lighting. So interior lighting is nothing but your ambient lights. So here you can switch on or switch off your ambient lights. In color, you can choose the different 6 color combinations which you want. Totally it's around 11, and you have 6 colors and 11 combinations in which you can choose from this menu. And then you can increase or decrease the brightness, and you want to have it dimmed for night driving is also an option over here. And then you have the climate control. So what is the climate control? So this is the adjustment of the temperature. So you can have it adjusted in a little bit on the heated side or on the cooler side, on any temperature. And then when you come back down, you have the automatic air recirculation. So that is when the car automatically refills the fresh air from outside depending upon the oxygen pressure inside the car. And then you have auxiliary ventilation. So auxiliary ventilation is the function wherein you schedule a timing. So let's say you use the car and your car is in the hot sun, and you park the car and you take out the car in the lunchtime and evening when you go home. You can set the times here. So departure schedule. Once I go here, I set the times when I will come to the car. Prior to that, the car will start the ventilation inside the cabin. So usually it would be a hot box for you when you come and sit inside the car if the car is in the hot sun. In this case, it will flush out the hot air which is there inside, and it's a much more pleasant place for you to come and sit. And then you have the last setting of your key button assignment. So let's go on that. The unlock button, what should it do? Should it unlock all the doors or just the driver door only? You can set it over here. Tailgate and doors. Again, you click the button. You want only the tailgate or the tailgate and doors. You can set it inside the settings. And then you have driver profiles. So driver profile is a place where you can profile it depending upon the number of drivers inside the car. You can set your mirror. The mirror can be set to your necessary position. You can set your air conditioning to your necessary position, and also your favorite radio station can be set, your seat position and your steering position also, in case if it is a electric steering. All can be saved and it can be stored in the driver profiles. And also you can have different driver profiles wherein you can just go to add driver profile. Let's say you drive, your brother drive, or your wife drives. Everybody can have their own profile and you can name them accordingly, so that all they need to do is just come to driver profile, change it to their separate profile so that all the settings come to them comfortably, so that they are good to go without them doing anything manually. And also the car is equipped with 2 keys, so 2 driver profiles can be transferred to the keys. So one key can be for one person and the second person can have the second key. Just by unlocking the car, all these settings which I mentioned would come as per his preference. So now we go back, and finally you have the owner's handbook. So usually along with the car you get an owner's handbook. In this case, the owner's handbook is accessible inside the car itself. As you can see, you have the keyword search, you have the picture search, user help, quick reference, everything over here. Anything and everything regarding the car is available here. Anything which I have not explained right now is also available over here. For example, if I go to user help, you can see that auto start stop function, what is adaptive headlights, what is glare free high beam assistance, everything as such. So let me just show you a demo. For example, let me show you adaptive headlights. Once I click that,
adaptive headlight follows the line of the...
So basically what the car does is that it gives you a demo of the features it has. And it is so user friendly that you can get to know everything regarding the car just by coming into this menu over here. And finally, we come to apps. So on apps, if you need to use apps, you need to download something called as Connected Drive on your mobile phone. And using your mobile phone's internet connectivity, you will have various features. Let's say like international radio, your live calendar, everything as such will be transferred to the car screen so that you can access them just on your display itself. And finally, you have the drop down screen in which you have the minor functions which you can utilize. And that's it about the iDrive 7. I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. I'll share you more details and more car reviews in the future. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel because it helps me and the channel's growth. I'll see you guys in another video with another car. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.